Okay, and Rousseau, boy, I'm just terrible. Why don't you read it?
Lee and Nock and Roger.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to my presentation. Today I present the influence of the sentiment and emotion on helpful review. I'm sorry. Okay, the reason I conducted this research is very simple. I just curious that what kind of the internet information are more helpful to other people. So people may evaluate some information on the internet more helpful than others, but how? So maybe, can you guess? Maybe 100% positive information are more helpful to the other people, or 50-50 positive, 50 negative information are more helpful, or 100% negative information are more helpful to other people.
50-50?
Combination.
Yeah. So before we conduct this research, we also guess maybe 50-50 are more helpful to other people, but as a scientist, we should test it. Yeah. So we wanted to test it, how people evaluate information on the internet, which information are more helpful to other people. So we collected a huge amount of the information from the internet and evaluate this information by sentiment analysis and the emotion analysis we developed, and see what is difference from this analysis result. And also we see there is any difference from the price level, means maybe people evaluate the same information differently on the different price. So maybe people buy some expensive price, then they think different than when they buy cheap price, a cheap product. So in this research, we have a three research questions. What are the difference in the sentiment and emotions in helpful online review? And second research question, what are difference in the express sentiment and same thing at the difference price level? Maybe price different, maybe people feel different. And research question 3, can emotion analysis we developed, the emotion detection model, maybe offer more nuanced insight compared to the traditional sentiment analysis? To conduct this research, we collected two kinds of the data set. The first data set is the restaurant review data set. We collected over 2.7 million online restaurant review from TripAdvisor. And as you can see, there are two types of the restaurant review. First one is the helpful review, which voted by other people. This review is helpful. And other review, they don't get any helpful vote. So we called unhelpful review. So why? Some review got a helpful vote, whereas the other one cannot get a helpful vote. And second data set is the emotion training data set. We also collected over 2.7 million tweets from the X, now called X, before Twitter, from 2007 to 2023. To develop an emotion detection model, we need a data set. In this case, we collected the tweet with hashtag emotion. Because this hashtag emotion actually hashtag emphasize the meaning of the whole tweet. So we believe this hashtag actually express the author's emotion when they wrote some tweet. So this is some sample, including some hashtag sadness or hashtag love. in terms of the sentiment analysis means analyze the text into the three different sentiment: neutral, positive, or negative. We use the Vader sentiment analysis library from the Python software, and this Vader software widely used also used in the marketing research. But this Vader software developed on the emotional lexicon, means the word-based analysis. So they don't use any machine learning algorithm. So they have some limitation. Also, they only categorized into the three sentiment, not a specific emotion. Anyway, when we use the Vader and analyze the more than 2.7 restaurant review, we found that these review consist of the 72% neutral sentiment and 24% positive sentiment and only 3% of the negative sentiment. But we wanted to analyze the specific emotion, not just the three sentiments. So we developed our emotion detection model using the transformer model. Transformer model is the latest machine learning model, also based on the ChatGPT. Yeah. And we adopted the Roberta model, and we trained that model using our over 2.7 million Twitch emotion training dataset to capturing 8 different emotions: anger, disgust, fear, joy, sadness, surprise, happy, and love. And we found that the still positive emotion are most dominant emotion in the online review data set. But some negative emotion, sadness, anger, or disgust, play a crucial role, determining the helpfulness. I show you the result. So when we analyze the emotion detection model, and we got the result, and we run the t-test, and we found that actually not a 50-50 information is helpful to the other people. People actually think 17% negative information are more helpful, not a 50. Yeah. So we found that unhelpful review, they contain 11% negative emotion, whereas the helpful review, they contain the 70% negative emotion. So we found that not extremely positive or negative or balanced sentiment actually not helpful review to the other people. And we also analyzed the difference at the price level. If the restaurant, in the restaurant review, they have some the low price restaurant review and medium priced restaurant review and high priced restaurant review. We divided the 3 different groups. In the low price restaurant review, we found that anger and disgust have a modest impact on the review helpfulness. For the medium price restaurant review, we found that the plus anger and disgust, fear also, and fear and sadness play the positive impact on the helpfulness. And high restaurant review, we found that surprise play a crucial role. So people maybe expect some surprising content on the high price restaurant. We also run the alternative logistic regression analysis, and we confirm the same result. In the low price restaurant review, anger and disgust has a positive impact on the helpfulness. On the medium price restaurant, plus anger and disgust, fear and sadness also emerge a significant positive predictor. And high price restaurant review, plus the surprise emerge significant positive predictor. So finding for first IQs research questions. First we found that in the internet information, people think some information contain like anger, disgust, fear, and sadness with a 70% combination are most helpful than other combination like 50-50 or 100% positive or 100% negative. And in the IQ2, we found that when the price goes up, people need a more negative emotion. For example, in the middle price level, people think disgust and sadness are important, and high price restaurant level, surprise emotion are important for the customer. And IQ3, we found that our emotion detection model outperformed the sentiment analysis and confirmed with the R-square comparison, low price level and middle price level and high price level, or R-square is higher in the emotion analysis. So this is our contribution. Theoretical contribution is that we found that the small amount of the negative emotions play a crucial role when people determine which information is helpful. So we are thinking, we also supporting the negativity bias because in the negativity bias, people perceive the negative information are more crucial than the positive information. So maybe 17% negative information are perceived like 50% negative information. Maybe, yeah. So we are thinking we support the negativity bias theory, and also we present the growing importance of the negative emotion when the restaurant prices goes up. And also the practical implication, business should focus on managing the negative review. And some restaurants think maybe they need only positive review, like a 5-star review. They only need a 5-star restaurant review. But for the customer, in terms of the customer need some negative review to evaluate this restaurant effectively. So this business should not be afraid of some negative review. Maybe they can help the growth of the restaurants. And also we found that these emotional tones, analyzing emotional tone is really important to compare to the simple sentiment analysis. Yeah, so the answer is very simple. We found that 70% negative emotion is important, and our developed AI emotion detection model is well performed when we analyzed in the real marketing application. Thank you.
I wondered whether these findings are applicable to communication in general and not just reviews. And I'm thinking in particular about some of my own research on branding that tends to indicate in the online context that negativity really dominates, has more impact than anything else. So I'm wondering whether you can explain that difference, or whether you think this is just really for reviews.
No, we can adapt this emotion detection model to any other application.
Yeah, what I'm really getting at is the substantive findings are different. So I'm wondering whether your substantive findings should apply to other scenarios, or whether it's really just this particular scenario that you'll find that the balanced sentiments or the work better, for example. I mean, that's not what we find online. That's what I'm saying in branding communications.
Thank you for your future research recommendation. But in this case, this is just the case study, so we collected online review for the case. Yeah, so thank you for, we consider the, yeah. Yeah.
Hi, very interesting topic. So I was wondering, so you kind of in your presentation, you said there's a differences between the price level of the restaurant, right?
Yeah.
But you know, for different price level of the restaurant, people actually seek for different aspects, right? For some lower price level restaurant, maybe people just want to get some food to like fulfill their hunger, right? But for some higher priced restaurant, they are more care about their service, their environment, something like that. So I was wondering whether in the comments in your reviews you collected, did you weighted the different aspects of the specific features? Yes, thank you. Features of the restaurant. Maybe the negative reviews of some specific features of different levels, the restaurant across different levels are weighted more than the others, than the lower levels of price restaurant.
Definitely, yeah. Thank you for your point. And actually, we only developed the emotion detection model, so we only analyze the emotion. But as you mentioned, maybe you can analyze the different aspect of the review. So that's the different area of the natural language processing. So maybe we can expand our research to analyze which the feature of the restaurant review are more important or more related to some emotion. Yeah, thank you.
I wonder if so when you say neutral review, it could be two different situations. It could be like no emotion at all, like very objective sentences, or it could be mixed emotions, both positive and negative. So you
neutral
define
is no emotion.
You define neutral as no emotion.
Yeah, no emotion.
What did you do with mixed reviews then? Like hashtag sad, hashtag happy. Let's say.
I'm sorry?
I wonder what you did, like how you, treat it in your study. Let's say there's a review saying hashtag sad, hashtag happy, which is both positive and negative emotions.
Yeah, that's very short slide. We detected a mixed emotion.
Okay.
So, for example, today restaurant is delicious, but the service was terrible.
Yeah,
then
yeah.
that's the mixed emotion. Then when we learned our emotion detection model, there is for example, maybe joy 60% and sadness 20% and anger 10% or something like that.
Okay.
We got a mixed emotion region.
Okay. Thank you.
So sorry. Did you control other variables like the stars, something like that? Did you control those things? Maybe some people will say the food is good, but they give 1 or 2 stars for this restaurant. I don't know why, but maybe that happened. So did you control
Yeah,
the other
no,
variables?
we don't control, but we found that there is high correlated from the star rating and the emotion. Yeah.
Two questions. First is that how do you define helpful versus not helpful? If a comment has like 1 like, is that considered as helpful, or does it have degrees of helpfulness in your data?
The most helpful review got only 1 helpful vote, so we decided above 1 helpful vote is helpful review.
And also, the other question is, do you also control for the length of the review? Because the specificity of the review, people might find it more helpful than reviews are like just 1 line or 2 lines.
Yeah, we also found that the longer review are more likely to be helpful review, but in this analysis we don't include the length of the review.